And welcome to the debut and inaugural edition of Sports Talk with Mike and Dustin. I'm your host, Mike Yellak, alongside Dustin Pastula. And Dustin, let me just start off right off the bat by welcoming you to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for welcoming.
And first of all, I just want to know, from your standpoint, I know this is football, and people, we are going to talk football. I want to let you know that. But how is it in the baseball world that the Phillies are now in first place? I mean, they had so many injuries this year, and now all of a sudden they're back in first place. I mean, it just boggles my mind.
I mean, it's a stretch of good luck. I mean, you have to understand, like, with everybody coming back off the injured list and all their star players back in the lineup. I mean, it's just they're getting hits, they're getting the runs, and they're making less errors.
Yeah, and how about this? They're the best pitching staff in the whole National League. Roy Halladay, Roy Oswalt, and Cole Hamels. They've been doing it again, and they just keep on doing it. And their ERA is so low right now.
Halladay has a 2.36 ERA.
2.36. That is amazing.
That's fifth in the league.
Fifth in the league. And we have to go to the AL. The Yankees are actually leading that league. They have been all year, and they probably will continue the rest of the season.
Sabathia has he's leading the MLB in wins with 19.
Well, CC Sabathia, I mean, for the Phillies, CC Sabathia is a walk in the park. I mean, he has not been good lately for the Phillies. And, that's the question here. Do the Yankees want to put him in the fourth spot when we get to the World Series? Assuming both of those teams are in the World Series, do we avoid CC Sabathia for the Yankees because the Phillies can easily hit off him? Or do you not want to do that because he is one of the best pitchers in the league?
I mean, you know what? In my opinion, you got to give him another chance. I mean, yeah, the Phillies have been hitting off him all year, but, I mean, there's always just that one streak, that one bad luck game where he just pitches a great one and then the Phillies can't hit anything. But then again, they could put him in and it could completely destroy the series.
I mean, I agree. I really think if you are the Phillies right now, you want to just try to get there. I mean, you still have the Braves. You have the Braves 6 more games left. You have 2 series against them. You're playing the Mets now. So really, you want to watch out here if you're the Phillies. I mean, because you never know, those Braves can come back just like that.
Right, exactly. If I were the Phillies, I'd want to sweep the Mets here just to give them a little cushion going into the series with the Braves.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Phillies fans, you're okay. I mean, look, they're going to make the playoffs. I don't care what anybody says. They're making the playoffs.
Either way, yeah.
Wild card or not, they're going to make the playoffs, I think. But the thing that really bothers me is the Padres stink. And I don't care what anybody says. They stink. 10 games in a row. I mean, what are you doing? You can't win. I mean, you can't win out of 10 games. You can't win once. That's kind of sad.
But the thing about it is, they're leading the NL West.
They are leading the NL West by 1 game now, people. 1 game.
79-60, and it's.
I mean, I think I'm predicting it right now. This is September 10th, 2010. I am predicting the Rockies win the NL West.
The Rockies are on a 7-game winning streak, so if they keep that rolling, they can easily just pull ahead. They can easily pull ahead. I mean, the Giants are 1 game back, and they're not too far behind them. So
the Giants have a lot of star power too. Pat Burrell, Aaron Roan. I mean, there's a lot of star power there.
They're up there, and I mean, Lincecum he's.
Well, I think he's a fraud, but whatever. I mean, I'm not going to touch him.
He's got the skills in my book. He has
the skills, but I'm not
all
really
I'm saying is the Giants are a game behind. The Rockies are climbing up there. I mean, if the Padres don't step up their game, if they don't watch their backs, they're not even going to make the postseason. I mean, we already see this with the Dodgers. I mean, and you can't blame the players of the Dodgers.
He's a Dodgers fan, people. Let me just point that out.
You can't blame the Dodgers, okay?
I can blame them.
The owner's family, the McCourts, they split up. They're getting a divorce, and they're fighting on who owns the Dodgers, and it has nothing to do with the players, but the stress, it's trickling down.
Well,
it's
that's
trickling
fine.
down.
I don't care about the Dodgers. They stink. I mean, they're not even going anywhere this year.
But let me just put it out there. Who won the first World Championship in baseball history? The Dodgers.
The Dodgers did. Okay.
Granted, they were in Brooklyn at the time.
They were in Brooklyn. So technically, it was the Yankees. Or the Mets, if you want to go that way.
If you know what? If you're a Mets fan out there, you can do what you want, but they're down 2-0 right now. So
Yeah, we're seeing the studio here down 2-0 to the Phillies already.
Right.
And this is the Friday game, so yeah, not looking good right now for the Mets. I mean, the Mets the whole season. I mean, between the thing with the pitcher up there, I don't remember his name offhand. I could care less about the Mets. But your season is not even. It didn't even start yet, and it never will start. Hey, next year you still got a chance. That's like saying the Nationals. This
Just
year.
think of it this way: at least you're not the Pirates, okay?
At least you're not the Pirates. The worst.
They're heading to a 100-game.
But and what a shame for Steven Strasburg. I mean, you have to admit, we have to respect him. I mean, Tommy John surgery now. He could be out to the length of 18 months, which would put him even past next season. So he might not even be able to pitch next season.
He might not even be back until 2012.
I mean, that is such a shame. I really do feel bad for you, and you have to feel bad for Steven Strasburg.
I do. I mean, he came in so strong. He came in with such good anticipation. He had such great expectations from everybody in the MLB, and he was doing great. He was living up to them, and then just bam, just like that.
And it will take you just bam like that. I mean, look at the Phillies. They haven't had their starting lineup for the first since May 31st. And what a coincidence, because May 31st is actually the same day where we fell out of first place. So, I mean, yes, the young guys, they can hold on to it and they can do it. People like Brian Schneider and Valdez. But I mean,
here's the thing: do you want a team where if the star players go down, they can't?
No. But I'm saying that's what we've been doing, and we've been only 3 games back here. Now the Braves, it seems like, and I know Philly fans, it seems like every time the Braves seem to just lose, we end up losing too. It's like we can never get any ground here, but we're actually now a game ahead of the Braves.
Yeah, the Phillies are hot. I'll give them that. They're hot. They're doing great, but I mean, you got to look at the Rockies. I'm gonna have to go with the Rockies as the hottest team in the NL right now.
Your prediction, because NFL Week 1, we realize it. We will get to NFL Week 1 in a second here after the break, but right now, your pick for the World Series.
My pick for the World Series. As much as I hate to say it, I see the Yankees repeating.
Well, as much as I hate to see it too, the Yankees will be repeating, and they will be going against the Philadelphia Phillies, and I think revenge is on the mind of the Phillies. So that could go either way. But right now,
revenge seems to heat up a lot of teams. So if it does come to the Phillies and the Yankees,
which I think
in the World Series,
it's
a very easy possibility.
Yeah.
We have to face the facts. It's an easy possibility for both those teams to get to the World Series. They're both strong. They both have powerhouses. They both have hitters. They both have pitchers. They both have it all right now. And the Phillies, if they do get to that series, the Phillies will seem to have the advantage of revenge because, whenever you see a team get in there with revenge on its mind, it seems to just take over.
I do believe so. Hey, coming up next, NFL preview, Week 1. We'll be back after this.